At our most recent Board of Trustees meeting, the board unanimously voted to approve the latest phase of our strategic plan. And the strategic plan involves a lot of exciting things. Certainly one piece of that is the move on the part of the school to coeducation for the high school in September of 2016.
We're very proud of our tradition. It's what we're rooted in. But now is the next new chapter, and it makes a lot of sense at this time to allow boys and girls to grow together to become the men and women we need to build our country, our world, and our church.
Well, I think it's an exciting time. I've got a 14-year-old daughter, so I think it's wonderful that we're going to have girls at Xaverian High School.
I think it's nice to have the girls be able to have the opportunity to be part of such an amazing school. It's not about gender, it's about giving the opportunities to all students.
I think that when you talk about any Catholic school, you're talking about a rigorous curriculum, you're talking about challenging academics. When you speak about Xaverian specifically, you're going to talk about technology, you're going to talk about being on the cutting edge, and you're going to talk about the community, the sense of family, the respect. You're going to talk about the relationships that are built in our hallways every day.
There are so many schools that offer great academics. Their standards are high. But at Xaverian, we have that and so much more.
The technology that's available to them here, I have never seen it anywhere else. I mean, to have an iPad and your textbook downloaded on an iPad, it changes the dynamic of what school is.
From our pre-professional pathways to the STEM program to the internship program that kids participate in junior year going into senior year is the most well-rounded academic experience I think a kid can get in this area.
Xaverian was the only school that had a STEM program when I was applying to high school. It's been a great experience because I'm learning how to computer automated design, which is 3D model in the computers, and that's a great thing for today's world.
No matter who you are or where you come from or what your learning style is, there's always something here for you. I think that's something that you'd be hard-pressed to find anywhere else. Everybody could find their niche here, and once you find that, you're on the pathway to success.
When I came into Xaverian, I wanted to go into medicine. But Xaverian's internship program was a great asset to my education, so I asked Ms. Leposki if I could find an engineering internship, and she actually paired me up with an engineer in the World Trade Center, and I went there every Friday during the summer, and it really showed me that engineering is the path I want to pursue, and it opened my eyes to what the field really holds.
When I came to Xaverian for the first time to tour the school, one thing that I noticed was how the administration really prides itself off of the faculty being masters in their field and imparting that knowledge and that experience to the students.
I think here at Xaverian, the thing that I love the most is the fact that I can have a more in-depth relationship with my teachers. It's not just a teacher-student kind of thing. I can seek help after school, kind of always fast to email or get in contact, so it's a really full experience.
I live in the North Shore side of Staten Island, so in the morning I take the private bus service, and then in the afternoon, after all my extracurriculars, I take the bus and the train.
From the moment that a young person walks into our building, they hear us talk about the family, the Xaverian family. And that is really what we cherish here. We're a Catholic school, and at the core of everything that we do is to develop our faith, to go out into the world and become leaders in our society.
Going into the high school process, I wanted to find a school that had sports, music, and obviously academics. As soon as I came here and I saw all the opportunities that Xaverian offered, I knew I had to take advantage of them. After learning a lot about singing and discovering my love for it, I learned to channel that into acting and singing at Xaverian with the dramatics, and we did Catch Me If You Can, and it was a really fun time because by the end of the production, it was a big family, and I was so sad when the production ended because I knew that I wouldn't see them as often.
I play the baritone horn, and I was in the Genesis Advanced Band, and I learned in the beginner band in 6th grade, and then the past 2 years I was in the concert band and the junior jazz band. The music program is so strong. I think definitely it's complemented by Mr. Leposki being one of the best music teachers you could ever have, because he's so supportive and so into the program, and he really wants you to succeed.
When I think of Xaverian and you walk the hallways here and you see the enthusiasm, the excitement of these young people, all of a sudden the bell rings, it's prayer, the place goes from the hubbub of activity to total silence,
to respect, and it's real for them. You know, this is not something artificial. That moment for prayer has been built right into the culture of the school.
The work that the Campus Ministry Office does here and that the religion classes offer the kids is an encounter with God, a divine encounter. The community service programs that we offer here at Xaverian gives the students the satisfaction that they can help others. And by helping others, they come to help themselves, and they see that they can make a difference in people's lives.
The Xaverian understanding of education is different than any place else. They stress the importance of education, getting involved in extracurricular activities, but they also stress the importance of developing a spirituality. Service is at the very heart of the Xaverian mission, the Xaverian understanding of how God reveals himself to the world. We are encouraging our students to grow in their spirituality, encouraging them to recognize the gift that they have so that they can spread it and transform our world into the kingdom of God that it is.
Xaverian's always had a rich tradition in athletics, and that stems from the tremendous coaches that we have on our staff. The coaches put in a tremendous amount of hours, not only during the season, but during the off season, in helping develop the student athlete, the complete student athlete.
If you want the highest academic standards for your child in a great atmosphere for boys and girls now, and be able to compete athletically at the highest level, there's no place like Xaverian High School.
I was admitted to both Regis and Xaverian, so I had a very tough decision to make as a 14-year-old. The education that I received at Xaverian prepared me for an Ivy League college, a top law school, and a very long career in a very demanding profession. And I think back on those 4 years of Xaverian, which was a fairly short period of my life, as being one of the most important parts of my life.
I definitely think that Xaverian helped me get ready for the college application process because I was able to take the medical route. So I did the health class in junior year where we learned about the health profession. And then this year I was able to take St. John's Anatomy and AP Biology.
You expect a high school to have great academics, strong extracurricular, good teams. We have that, and that's no surprise. But what we do have that I think sets us apart is a sense of family, a sense of belonging, of caring, from the youngest freshman to the oldest faculty member.
Xaverian is one of the finest high schools, not just in Brooklyn and not just in New York City, but in our entire state of New York.